news broadcast, we discuss AP Day and the illness that has spread throughout the state of Tennessee. Plus local sports, weather, and more. APSU TV News starts right now.
On Wednesday, a White House source announced plans to revoke federal guidelines put out under former President Barack Obama, allowing public school students to use restrooms that correspond with their gender identity. The administration stated they will use new guidance, saying the White House believes that this is an issue better left to the states. If the decision is handed down, it would undo a directive made during the Obama administration issued in May. Although the original guidance carried no force of law, transgender rights advocates say it was necessary to protect students from discrimination. Opponents argued it was an overreach on the president's part. Finally, the Dow Jones closed at an all-time high on Wednesday after a series of executive orders from President Donald Trump increased sentiment on Wall Street while financials outperformed. On Tuesday, President Trump signed executive orders that will make it easier for TransCanada to build the Keystone XL pipeline and for Energy Transfer Partners to build the final uncompleted portion of the Dakota Access Pipeline. Trump also rolled out executive orders on immigration on Wednesday, including one on border security and the intent to build a wall along the U.S. southern border, and another strengthening the enforcement of immigration laws. The Dow Industrial Average broke above 20,000 for the first time, rising about 150 points, as Boeing, Goldman Sachs, and IBM contributed the most gains. The S&P 500 advanced 0.8% to a new all-time high, with financials rising more than 1.5%. That's all for today's Political Corner. Brandon and Ileana have more.
Hello, good afternoon. Let's take a look at our current national temperatures. Right now in Seattle, we have 47 degrees, Los Angeles 75, Denver 59. Over in Dallas, we have 67 degrees, Chicago 31, Atlanta 55. Up in New York, we have 39 degrees. Let's take a look at our Tennessee state weather. Tennessee's today's highs: Clarksville 48, Nashville 49, Chattanooga 52, Knoxville 45, and over in Memphis we have 56 degrees. Let's take a look at today's lows. Chattanooga, Nashville, and Clarksville all 29 degrees, Knoxville 25, and over in Memphis we have 38 degrees. Our current national temperature right now is 46 degrees with a north-northwest wind at 9 miles per hour. Let's take a look at tonight's temperature. Tonight's temperature right now is 29 degrees with a north-northwest wind at 10 miles per hour and 0 chance of precipitation. Let's take a look at our 5-day forecast. Our 5-day forecast says Friday, sunny with a high of 48, low of 24.
Now to basketball, and it's crunch time for the Govs as a spot in the playoffs in Nashville is in jeopardy. Wednesday night, the women took on UT Martin in what was to be the big night for the ladies. The Governor's defense held back the Skyhawks with a halftime score of 48-25. Junior Bree Alexander led the night in scoring for the Govs with a total of 22 points. Those points would be a part of a big win for the Govs, taking down UT Martin 85-60. After Wednesday's contest, Austin Peay is now tied for fourth with 4 other teams in the OVC. As for the defending OVC champions, the gas may have just run out of the tank last night in the Elam Center. The Govs fought as hard as they possibly could, but it would not be enough as UT Martin would take down the Govs with a final of 76-72. The Govs went back and forth in the first half, leading 40-36 at halftime, but a late surge for the Skyhawks would put the Govs away to end their title defense hopes. Josh Robinson led the Govs in scoring with 21 points that night. John Murray, who was named this week's Copies in a Flash Athlete of the Week, followed right behind with 18. This loss now leaves Austin Peay unable to qualify for the tournament. It will all come down to this weekend's games to see who goes on to Nashville and who goes home. The Govs will finish the regular season in Cape Girardeau to take on Southeast Missouri. The women will play at 2 with the men following at 4:15, and you can watch all the action on the OVC Digital Network. And finally, the big moment has happened. Last week on the 16th against Eastern Illinois, Coach Dave Luce led the Govs to his 500th win as a head coach in 31 seasons.
Things to keep in mind coming up this Sunday at 1 p.m. the Daytona 500 goes on Fox. Be sure to watch that. Also, what else is happening, Ileana?
The Oscars, that's on Sunday, so if you're not doing anything else, there's the pre-shows and of course the show itself, so you might want to check that out. It's always fun.
Also,
I'm pretty sure Katy Perry is opening, so I'm pretty excited about that.
It's a new exciting show. Justin Timberlake's being nominated for Best New Song, so that's exciting for him. Yeah, it's cool.
also spring break's just around the corner. Don't forget to be ready for that.
Yes.
That's all the time we have for today. Be sure to join us in the interaction by liking us on Facebook at facebook.com/APSU TV News.
Thanks for watching another edition of your Gov News Weekend Update.
And as always,
Let's go Peak!